Everyone, I hope you're doing well. And if you're not, I hope things get better for you mentally, physically, financially. My glasses are foggy. I'm just not up to par, not to complain, with all my skin issues, not to get graphic. My D2 or my pre-D2. I'm just, again, not to be negative. I know no one wants to hear negative. And then talking to the roof salesperson, texting back and forth and explaining that I have a puppy that's a little over a year. He gets very hyper. And I did accomplish something this morning at PetSmart. He did have his nails drummeled and filed. The lady said he was very good. I went in, they gave me a little seat to sit on because I said I can't stand for that long, and because I get breathless with all my situations and weight that I have to lose and atrial fibrillation and skin issues. I don't want to complain. So I was going to give him a bath, have them bathe him. Then there were dogs barking and I had to hold on to his leash. She said, be careful not to let the leash go. And then that hurts my carpal tunnel and my fibromyalgia and my arthritis. And it's a struggle, and I left the Mercedes out in the driveway. It's raining now. I love the rain, don't get me wrong, but not when you have roof leaks. And one of the main reasons to get the roof done is not just because of the roof leaks, it's because of these damn, excuse my language, insects that are coming in here biting me, possibly biting the puppy. They're all over. They need to be cleaned up. I have to have the cleaning women in here. I was explaining, the roof guy wanted to come over. I said I need to break up the payments into 4 payments. He talked about the skylights. I said the skylights seem pretty good. Can't they do the roof without the skylights? So we're like texting back and forth. Then I have an HOA, it has to go through them, et cetera, et cetera. Not complaining, it's life, it is what it is. But wherever I live the next time, whether it's a house, a home, a condo, an apartment, a villa, I don't want to be in an HOA. I don't want to be there. And because of this bug situation, I was actually Googling how you transfer your license if you move to, like, say, North Dakota or South Dakota or Montana, because I'm actually thinking of doing that, because maybe Iowa, Idaho, I don't know what state, how you transfer your license and if you have to take the written test again, because there was a time when I was living in California and I've also visited California a lot, that for some reason the written tests, even though I knew the answers, are very tricky. And if you get a certain amount wrong, they don't pass you. But then I found out that I didn't need to do that because I lived part-time in Florida also. Not to complain. So wherever I go, I want to find a state where I could just have the Florida license transferred without any of these written tests again, which are very, very tricky. So if any of you have ever lived for a great amount of time or visited for a great amount of time, say like South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Iowa, Idaho, any of those states, please let me know what you think about the prices of the houses, condos, villas. I don't even know if those states have, HOAs, or that's just a big thing here in Florida. But I'd like to just lose a good amount of weight, get down to where I was in 2020 or 2021, where I'm mobile, less breathless, and maybe sell this house. I wanted to preserve this house. It's a beautiful house, beautiful neighborhood. My beautiful parents, thank God I have a house to live in. May they rest in peace. May all my dogs rest in peace. And it's just me and the puppy now. But maybe a colder climate would be good for me because, again, I'm dealing with all these bugs. The cleaning women still need to come in here. But when they come in, I have to hold the leash and the harness with the dog because he gets very hyper. That's what I was explaining to this roofer. He was trying to explain everything to me through texting. We were writing texts back and forth. But then he said he wants to come over. And I said, well, I have to hold the leash. I have to hold the harness. The puppy gets very, hyper. But maybe I'm better off doing that. Maybe I'm just better off being on my strict diet, which is easier said than done because I have a binge eating disorder, and just losing the weight. See, now I hear in the other room, I hear through the walls because it was raining. I hear, and I have my windows open in the Mercedes on the driveway. I hear like that drum sound. That's from the roof leak. The roof leak shifted. And then my brother's texting me, did you do the shutters? Did you get the Hornet spray? I said, you think everything's so easy when you're breathless and you're uncomfortable? Anyway, if anybody's lived in those states, Montana, Idaho, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, even Alaska, let me know what you think about living there and about the seasons and the cooler weather, because I'm burning up right now. Love you.